doing it. God damn, Jenna.
I was so happy that you two weren't here last night from the literally live abortion that Jenna showed us on stream.
I've seen that movie.
You're fucking welcome.
We had to watch A Tomorrow War.
It's a Chris
Starring
Pratt,
Chris Pratt?
Amazon Prime movie.
He fell out of the sky, hit the
Oh my god!
pole on the rooftop.
Yeah, and there's the whole premise is that there's like these alien dogs that for whatever reason this post-nuclear society can't fight them. Like they can't shoot enough alien dogs.
Yep.
That they have to go back in time to get Chris Pratt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're like bulletproof sometimes.
Well, it's because they always shoot where you're not supposed to.
They're stormtroopers.
The entire world just forgets they have nuclear weapons.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
Or time travel technology. Like they could bend the rules of physics, but they can't shoot a dog.
You could send a nuke to the point in time.
Send the dogs back in time.
Exactly. Send the dogs back. There's a million different applications here that you could do.
Yeah, send the dogs to the end of the universe into the future.
So
Good luck
the
in
dog's
7
30
million
years into the future, just kicking that can down the road.
I just like how in like 30 seconds we brainstormed a variety of viable options, and their entire government and military just went, well, it's been 3 weeks, gentlemen. Chris Pratt's the best we've got.
Well, for time travel,
Science teacher from the past.
for time travel to work, you'd have to put those little wristbandy things on each alien dog. That might be difficult.
Yeah.
They've got 2 tentacles.
no bullshit.
You
Because
just get them to stick their tentacle
Chris
in the
Pratt
thing.
had to
It's
sit
fine.
still and make jokes for a
found
long
the
time.
mothership, and they could have just blew it up. They could have put
Yes.
bombs in there and
Maniacs.
exploded.
Wait, let me guess. They go back in time and find the mothership before the dogs do
Yes.
their dog
Yes.
thing.
You got it.
Why didn't they blow
You
it
know
up?
what they do?
They didn't blow it up.
They do eventually.
Because
Trying to find a queen, right?
they have kill juice, so they gotta inject kill juice into them.
They
Into the
use
female.
juice first, and then when that fails horribly, they go, "Oh, I guess we could blow it up."
So, in
Yeah.
retrospective, it sucked, and Jenna is a fucking bitch.
She's in movie jail.
And she's in you're in movie jail, and
Okay.
now next Monday we're gonna watch The Passion of the Christ because of Jenna's actions.
Because we want to put everyone in movie
Because
jail.
You have to
You,
account.
this is on you, Jenna.
Because you need Jesus.
Yes.
Happy
you have
Easter,
obviously
Jenna.
forgot
You
what
caused
he
You know what?
this.
I'll just make out
sacrificed
the whole
for
time
us.
again.
You know, if they'd gone back in time and got Jim Caviezel Jesus, he would have killed those alien
That's
dogs.
true.
He would
Oh,
have
yeah.
Because you know who's good
absolutely.
at killing dogs?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jim Caviezel,
Yeah.
Well, no,
notorious
that's what
dog
Jesus was-
killer.
That's what Jesus was known for.
Yeah.
The
His
parallel
dogfighting ring?
Yeah.
Let he who is without sin kill the first dog. And then he stepped forward.
and he doth kill a
killed that
dog. Like,
Bet
And
10
that's why
pieces
all
of
dogs
silver
go to
on it
heaven.
to win the next fight after he resurrected it.
yes.
Remember when he got mad in the
everyone.
temple?
We're Botched Podcast, and this is your first stream.
I pity you. Sorry.
Thank you. Ah, boy. So that was fun last night.
You're welcome.
My night even got worse because, like, to decompress after that movie, Jenna, I went upstairs and played some VR, and I was like, all right, I'm going to jerk off and then play some poker, and then, A,
Yeah, like you do.
I couldn't come. B, I lost every fucking hand that I played, so, like, my whole night was just ruined because of you. So,
You're welcome.
just, it's
Your seed spoiled.
patreon.com/imaginary nomad.
The movie spoiled your seed.
It did. Like, every time I was, like, getting close, I was
kept
just
setting
like,
it to
You
the past.
pictured past Chris
no,
Pratt.
no, it was more like, oh my god, the paradox in this movie. I can't come. This is bullshit.
So wait, you
I'm
left-
reminded of a Bible verse, which is, if I remember correctly, better to let your seed be spilt in the belly of a whore than to watch the Tomorrow War again.
I think that's what it is.
Andrew 328.
Hands down. Yes, absolutely.
It's to watch again the Tomorrow War, so it rhymes. War,
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Who wants to
iambic pentameter.
Who wants to recap?
Previously,
On Botched.
I'm
Monke Town.
Okay.
Okay.
Monke. That's pretty much
It
it.
should be you because you translated.
That's true. You are the translate. You're the one that can speak to them.
He
for some
says,
reason.
"Take them up," or he'll rip your testicles off.
I tried to translate to them with a variety of gestures and slow English speech, and they got offended.
I thought you were a mime.
Through the power of Christ, I was able to communicate with our ape overlords. Now, instead of ripping our faces off one by one, we are now working inside the apes' houses as indentured servants. Praise him.
Praise him. Yeah. Welcome back,
back,
listeners, to
to
our
our
36th
36th
episode of our 6th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are going to start not exactly right where we left off last time, but, a couple days later, as each of them have settled into their new homes and roles as indentured servants to the Monke Town.
Monke Town. Monke.
Do 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 do.
Monke Town.
Monkey Town
I'm
2.
gonna
Return
speak
to Monkey Town.
Monkey Town.
Monkey
Go take you
Town.
to
Monkey
Monkey
Town.
Town.
Monkey Town.
Okay. So yeah. What roles do you Boy, let's see. Let's start with Charlie. Charlie, what household role would you like to fulfill for, you are I'm going to say you let's hold on. You know what? I'll 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
It's a lot of dice.
Yeah, it's a lot of dice.
I don't know what's going on, man.
No.
So my new
Ooh.
character. Hold on.
Charlie, you work in the home of an orangutan family.
Okay.
Sure,
Are
Kiku.
they the scientists?
No one
trying to-
here is a scientist.
So there's no like monkey to cast system.
No,
Okay.
They're
so
all-
not like the movie.
they're all equals.
Dennis never saw that movie.
I saw the one with Marky Mark.
I think that's what I'm talking about.
Four Brothers?
Is that the one where he punches the Korean grocery store guy and then is never allowed to vote again?
No,
No,
that was
that's
real
life.
life.
It's called Boston.
So Charlie, what household services do you fulfill for the orangutan family?
I feel like it's probably gonna have to be something that has to do with being strong
Okay,
because I'm real strong.
okay. I'm just
What
gonna
do you got for me that requires strong?
So for them, mostly you're like a pull horse in a field. Yeah, I see you waving your hand. Hold on. I see you as somebody. You have a plow strapped to you, and you just plow the fields for the
So,
orangutan.
so we'll
As
just
part
put
of
down
their-
field hand.
Field hand.
But it's as part of their like Rocky IV reenactment that they want you to portray. So you're doing all the like barnyard woods
Throwing
training
a lot of bales of hay. A lot of bales
for
of
their
hay.
long-standing montage shot.
Kevin, you are
Yes?
in a chimpanzee house,
Oh, wonderful.
but
Yes.
you are also sort of not prized, but used as a communicator between other indentured servants.
I'm C3PO.
Yes, you are C-3PO between the Monke Town and the humans.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't I get to pick my job as well?
You.
I'm the
mostly communications.
gardener.
Human monkey relations.
Yes, human Monke relations.
I speak 400 dialects
Makes a
of
monkey.
monkey.
River.
But I'm also good at making sure basil grows just perfectly right. Uh-huh. You gotta plant your...
River, you are not working in a very chill environment as you work in a house of baboons.
Everybody else got to pick.
I didn't get to pick.
No.
Yeah, he chose your race in the,
Yeah, I
in the
chose the
chill
race.
vibe level.
So the family is very not chill of the baboons. They are very angry and they are very coarse with you most of the time, and they seem to not be pleased with anything you do at any given moment.
I try not to make too many sudden movements.
Well,
Or
that
any
makes it
movements
easy for
at
them
all?
to slap you in the face. So let's see. What are your main stats or attributes, River?
Basically, I would offer the monkey people my extensive knowledge of the first couple chapters of every herbalism book that I've ever read to, make them a variety of poultices and salves and shampoos.
Doormat.
They've got a lot of
Got
hair.
it.
No idea why they slap
You
you
were-
a lot.
You were a
He
doormat.
stank.
Yeah. You were to
stank
lay
good.
in front of doors for Monkey to go in and out of buildings.
Ugh.
and clean themselves off on so
All
they don't
four
It
sully.
seems like this is a waste of resources.
Smacks you in the face again.
Oh,
2 damage.
Yeah.
oh.
16 damage. They hit
No.
really hard. No. And over time, none of you live in the home of the monkeys that you serve. You are, or the primates that you serve, I should say. And by the way, if you're wondering, it's called Monke Town because the monkeys, it's a democracy and there's more monkeys, so.
It's a democracy.
Well, and it's spelled with a
democracy.
Q.
Yes, it's a democracy.
Democracy. Democracy.
But so you guys live in sort of penned off areas that are covered, so it's not just out in the wild. So it is covered. They do provide some sort of it's not really cold, so they give you a little bit of comfort here or there. There's a nice trough of water for you guys to drink out of, couple buckets to poop in, with like a curtain for privacy because they get it. It's fine, That's sort of been your life. You wake up really early in the morning, you take care of the monka needs, and then you go back to the pen. Throughout this time, you have each experienced and noticed one monka that doesn't really fit in with any of the other monkas. And this is like roll an intelligence check, everybody.
Oh boy.
You and me?
Yes. You.
12.
Okay.
18.
10.
Okay.
So if I have
Oh, God.
a -2 and I roll a 2, that's a 0, right?
It's a 1. I don't think you can
Okay,
go
it's a
less than
1. I don't think that's math, but that's okay.
That's just how D&D works.
It's Monka math.
Monka math. So you guys don't really pay any attention to it, but you have sort of come to know this old timer that lives in the encampment with you guys named Earl, and he regales you with stories of the Monka man who can be seen wandering around town named Florence Fishburne.
His hair is so soft.
One half man, one half Monka.
When you say half man, half Monka,
Top half man,
Like,
bottom
split
half
down the
Monka. Yes.
No, it's hi.
Fawn.
Hi, this is Florence. And so picture bottom half Mandrill Monkey, top half Steve Buscemi.
There you go.
That's Florence.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun to Photoshop.
Finally, an excuse.
Yeah.
Steve just randomly sees it on the internet. He's like, why? Why did they put a monkey on?
It's already done. It's
No,
already done.
I would think that Steve would see it and be like, finally.
Someone gets me.
Like, I feel seen.
So, with that, let's introduce our guest for tonight's episodes. John, you've been part of Patreon, but I don't think you've been part of the normal episodes. If you were, we didn't include your audio.
Nope, I don't.
no,
I
he didn't include his
I
audio.
didn't. That was.
Oh, that's right.
I'd like to take this moment and say it was entirely Tristan's fault for not personally driving 2 hours to my home to set everything up,
For tricking me into
for
stop
tricking
recording.
me into
Into joining a
Zoom
podcast.
call.
But yes, well, anyways, John.
Yes.
John is an old school buddy of Tristan and I's, and it's always nice to see John and
Thank
old
you.
school
to hear
buddy?
his dulcet. What?
An old school buddy or an old school buddy?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I am.
It's always nice to hear your dulcet tones. So
Thank you.
thank you for joining us.
I'll
and bringing,
ASMR the whole time.
That's fine. Thank you for bringing your monkaman.
Okay. Oh, don't do that.
Just so that no one else is taken in by Dennis is ignorant, the word is dulcet.
Dulcet. Dulcet tones.
Dulcimer tones.
Yeah, like a hammer
Dulcet.
dulcet.
But on the bright side, I still didn't pick the woman. So
It's aggressive. What level are we?
what level were you?
7.
Yeah.
You're still 7.
Okay. Because we're live. Got it.
Yeah. Maybe in a couple weeks you'll be 8. So this is just sort of your day to day. I'm going to say right now it's been the end of the day. It's the wrap up. You're back in your pen. It's nighttime. The food that you get is as best what the monkas can figure out what you would eat. So mostly it's frozen chicken nuggets that they found from somewhere, probably somebody's old
I know
freezer.
nuggies.
Nice.
You can see why I haven't left yet.
Some rats, but they're cooked.
Rat nuggets.
but they're
Whatever,
cooked.
it's like squirrel.
And some fruit and buckets of water.
Buckets, you say?
Buckets and buckets and buckets of water.
Water.
Do y'all have any like vegetables? Like I'm more of a lentils guy than meat.
It's sort of like a fruit and veggie platter, but not
Okay.
like finely put together
Don't you
like
know?
you get in a.
That's Monke food. You can't eat
That's
that.
called
Don't get angry.
that's called a whole food, and it's great. It's good for you.
Sure.
Ah.
So yeah. That's always in your pen, waiting for you when you get back.
Yes, and I keep the pens clean. Because my name's Earl. Earl
You're all the
Simmons.
pig cleaner.
Okay.
I'm the human tender.
You tend to the humans.
With the bridge to my Monke community, I think his name is Goop Goop. But I've been calling him because he loves the taste of my boogers. He says, he looks at me and I can tell, he says, "Give me boogies, Daddy." So I dig in there, find a nice crunchy one, possibly with a tail. It comes out.
And I have been gesticulating wildly in ASL to try and communicate with this old man and just say, I don't want your boogies.
so
Stop
excited. Look.
stop giving me
So excited for the
please.
boogies.
But once it's out there, he can't help it.
Yeah, please stop. Well, I mean, if an old man offers you boogies, you take the boogies.
You don't want to be
That's-
rude.
Yeah, you don't want to be rude, and
Little nuggets of wisdom.
they are nuggets of wisdom,
Gummy
delicious,
bears.
delicious nuggets of wisdom.
Flecked with blood.
That's why old people lose their memories because
Because they're eaten by
combine their
monkeys out their
boogies.
nose.
Because monkey
Yeah.
eating the booger. Gotcha.
Shout out to your children, Big Jim.
So, Florence, what is life like for you, and what do you typically do at any point of the day?
Sure. So, Florence has always had a difficult time having, 2 feet in one world and then 2 Steve Buscemi hands in another.
Mm-hmm.
And so they really haven't had a place in Monke Town.
Mm-hmm.
Like other monkeys will catch themselves checking out his bottom half, and then they'll look up and they're like angry. So
Well,
they
yeah,
swing
no, that's the
puke at
thing.
him.
That's the thing. And occasionally, and it's even worse when I go by the humans because my top half is Steve Buscemi, and so
Covered
everyone
in
just,
monkey
and everyone just starts throwing monkey shit at me as well. So mostly, Florence focuses on the equipment, like the large equipment of the place. So you could say that Florence's best friend is the machine.
Okay. Sure.
So he's the caretaker.
Yeah,
The mechanic.
These
that's what they are.
machines.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, it's Florence. Florence and the Machine. People really consider very independent.
I've heard of that band.
I hate you so much.
They're from the before times.
You worked on this joke for 4 hours today.
I have been working on it all afternoon. I didn't think I would get there, but I did. So thank you.
God,
That's
damn
all
it.
I've got for you, Dennis. That's the peak of my ability.
That's it. All right.
That's it. That's all.
Where
I've
do
got.
you live with any particular monkeys, or do you have to stay off by yourself? Like,
well-
do your
Gibbons
parents
taking-
still live?
Yeah, my parents still do live, but they're sort of on the edge of the community because mixed couples in this community aren't as popular.
Sure.
So where did you get the low charisma from? Which side?
Let's roll.
Steve Buscemi.
It's Steve Buscemi. It came from the Buscemi side. Because the bottom half is basically Rafiki, and that guy's charismatic as fuck.
True.
Right?
That's why the monkeys get so confused and angry.
Well, that's what it
That's
is.
what
They see Rafiki ass, and they just they're
Love
ready. They're
Rafiki.
ready. And then they
that's also where you get your laugh.
that's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
What's your laugh?
Oh yeah, dead on Rafiki. Yeah, it's like I've been transported to the Lion King.
Wow.
Oh yeah. No, I'm great. I'm great.
Richard Guillaume reborn.
Yes.
Sure. And what is your overall opinion of the human captives and what how do you treat the humans? Like normally now the other monkeys in Monke Town, they are pretty disconnected from the humans. Like they use them for labor. They really don't like them too much, but that's just because of how they were treated. So they have a very deep distrust
Sure.
of humans.
Yeah, and the trouble is that Florence is Florence, on the one hand, wants acceptance from their parents, but at the same time, they understand that they're not welcome in their community. And the humans being the captive audience that they are, Florence often takes an opportunity to practice their music.
thought
And
you were gonna
sing
say
to
stand
them.
Yeah.
No, and so
Side
that's
stand-up.
one of the reasons that Florence has received the nickname Florence the Nightingale.
I love how John stares at Phil right before he's about to make his jokes because he knows it breaks him.
They're for Phil. They're entirely for Phil.
I'm writing these down.
Oh yeah, no,
So
I mean,
angry I agreed to this. This is why
Googling-
you've been behind the paywall for 6 years.
yeah. I'm just googling list of famous
Florences.
Florences. Got it.
Italy.
Always wanted to go there.
I'll get there. We'll make that work.
That's where he was conceived.
Yeah. So no, Florence sees, in all sincerity, Florence sees the humans as like it's half of who Florence is, and so they see a kinship there, and feels like sort of a similar level because they are an outcast. So they kind of have an affection for the humans.
Gotcha.
Does Florence search all the new comers for technology machines that he can just have?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
He's got
Search
like 6
all-
iPods.
Yeah. All the technology.
Shuffles, iPod shuffles.
Yeah.
Well, the newcomers, they drove a broken vehicle into town, so there's a busted vehicle. But they had all kinds of stuff. They had fancy weapons. They had spears, guns, a hockey stick with a saw blade on the end of it, like all kinds of weird, crazy stuff. But then they also had what looked like medical equipment. You weren't sure. I mean, you having what's your intelligence score?
I'm a 12, so
You don't really know what it is, but you kind of feel like you've seen the symbology somewhere before, somewhere medical related. So you think it has something to do with that, but you don't know exactly what it is.
Okay. What I've had the opportunity to sort of, as they were coming in, since I search all the newcomers for their stuff, would I know where that stuff is either located, or would I have stashed it myself?
You know where it's located. Typically,
Okay.
they let you carry the belongings from the check-in to the storage area where they keep everybody's stuff.
Okay.
Normally, when it comes to weapons like guns, those are confiscated and then used by the Monkas for defense.
Okay. Would I be able to swipe an item, like pocket a small item as I'm taking it to
Probably.
Like a multi-tool.
the? What are the?
Multi-tool
Okay.
in a leather pouch, I believe.
Yeah,
or
I'll swipe
something.
that. I'll swipe a multi-tool in a leather pouch.
Yeah, it's a little loosey-goosey, but
It's
it
not
works.
loose, it's fixed, it's fine.
All right.
He oils
It's
it
got
daily.
initials on it. Seems
KS,
like it's very
Are you Kevin Smith?
fond.
Kevin Schmucker.
Someone's very fond of it.
Oh, someone's very fond of it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Put
So
that in my butt.
Well, I'm mandrill from the waist down. I got no pockets. So yeah, where do you think it's going?
in your monkey hole.
Monke hole.
That is colloquially what we call our buttholes in
I know.
Monke Town. It's gonna put that in my monkey hole.
I read the town charter before I came in.
It's bizarre that was at the top of the list of our charter, was like codifying our names for our buttholes.
Yeah.
Don't go
well-
searching Monke holes.
Yep.
That
Without
that is
permission.
life to live. That's life to live by. Words to live by. Goodness.
So the rest of you, you're in your pen. What are you guys doing? You've been here for a few days. What's up? Earl's just there, regaling all with stories of boogers.
Well, do you know how I became such a wealthy man in Northern California?
Drilling for gold?
No, I owned the domain. Good one. Gold is actually part of it. I grew gold and sold it online on cornhub.com. Became a very popular domain name that I then sold. So I could buy this wonderful little town that was then stolen from me by damn dirty apes.
A true prospector. I respect it, you know? As a failed businessman myself.
I wasn't failed.
Oh, well, I
I
am.
had a
So
this was-
I said myself, not you.
Oh, yes. You stink.
Well, I've been being stepped on by monkey feet literally all day.
It shows.
Sometimes they spit on me, and usually it's poop. So I feel like maybe, you could give me a little bit of leeway on the stinky thing.
I'll give you about 6 feet.
Earl, how long have you been here?
Oh, well, after the .com boom, I kind of checked out a little bit. Went in the woods for a while. I came back, and this whole town, I logged on to something called Spacebook and learned about the plot by the deep state to supplant the the government and buy with monkeys because they made a fake plague. It was to send in the secret monkey agents, and then a half monkey showed up. And as soon as the town went straight to the apes. Now I'm a slave.
So 4 years? You've been here 4
4
years?
years, yes. Haven't left these 10 square blocks.
How? I mean, have you ever seen anybody like, I don't know,
I saw that monstrosity you brought. Was that from the deep state as well?
All right, you've already called me stinky,
Democrat.
and now you need.
his name is River, and he's an all right guy.
Seems like a liberal.
You know what? I think at this point in the world, we don't have to play party politics.
Well, no, we have to get out so we can tell the world about the monkeys.
Well,
Why
I don't.
bother with labels, man?
Well, that was my question, sir.
Have the monkeys taken over DC?
No, mostly the circus. But seriously, has anyone ever gotten out of here alive or?
They've never come back if they have.
Okay.
I'm too slow. And the monkeys don't eat corn.
Well,
I'm powerless.
Goes right through them, Not a lot of nutritive value.
I've got a little cornfield in the back there. We can have some.
Monkey chow is mostly barley.
And rats.
Ground up rats.
Ground up rat barley.
And that's what we call a real monkey hole filler.
All right. So those of you that are new, and you are a pisswampa.
sorry. I know we don't really
I know, but I
communicate with
couldn't-
chat,
but
but Pisswampa.
That's me. I made that up.
Oh my god!
the-
Well
funny.
use of your fucking channel points.
Yes.
God
Pisswampa.
damn! I'm not normally fucking shook off my character by chat, but that got me.
So you guys are, like I said, still fairly new, but you're starting to get to know people here and there, and the last few nights you've been hearing whispers of a possible escape,
Escape.
an escape plan.
Oh gosh, I haven't had escape since my grandmother from Jersey came down to visit.
I don't
got
go
it in
in
the
much for
basement?
fish myself.
Oh god, I haven't. I can just picture the escape now.
I'd escape with your grandmother.
What the fuck's an escape?
It's like a butter vinegar sauce. It's real deep Sicilian. It's hard to explain to
The deep Sicilian
you,
state.
you Southerners, but it almost has just the aroma of adolescence connected to it.
It's a cheese
Oh,
sauce?
all right.
Yeah, it's a cheese sauce.
You
like
made
yeah.
dippy cheese sauce.
Oh. Okay.
I want to
Like
lean in.
Granny's cheese gravy. Got it.
I want to lean into Charlie. Charlie,
He smells terrible.
is I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the smell, but also
Stench. I'm sorry about the stench. I gotta get
Leans
closer.
in. Charlie leans out.
did
No,
you
Charlie doesn't care.
Charlie
Did you
has
hear-
permanent COVID and can't smell anything.
hear the way that
She's
Kevin
gonna
just said
smell Brian.
adolescence? Is Kevin a pedophile?
I don't think. Wait, I don't.
He wears socks with sandals, dude.
He doesn't have a pizza shop, though.
Whoa, it's private conversation.
Oh,
Earl,
sorry.
you were giving me 6 feet just a minute ago, my dude.
Florence.
Earl, how are you like deaf when anybody tries to talk to you, but then when somebody doesn't want you to hear what the fuck they're saying, you hear everything?
I don't want to hear it, Motorboat.
Butterboat?
There's nicknames. I thought we were give people nicknames. She's very strong.
Butterboat.
Butterboat.
No, Motor.
Motorboat.
Motorboat. Okay.
It's a good southern name.
Yeah, yeah. You just call me that because I'm strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong like a Honda 500cc.
Woo!
I'm gonna go over here now.
We're all in cages in a 10-foot square.
I'm on the other side.
It's a pretty big cage. I'd say the cage is about 10 feet tall and about 200 square feet.
Wow, but we're all in one cage.
One
we
big
don't
cage.
have like
no,
okay.
no, and there's just one area that's sort of curtained off for poopy time.
Is like Florence on guard duty or what? Like, why is Florence here?
No,
All right.
I mean sometimes you might see Florence poking around and like watching you guys, but that's just more because Florence is curious of people. Love the way.
Earl, did you build this weird ass cage thingy when you moved here, or was it here before?
It was
or did
custom
the
ordered.
monkeys
For the
do it?
liberals.
Or- You did do
An
it.
elephant
Yeah.
cage.
I don't know how I knew that.
Get a lot of wandering elephants in these
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
So Charlie,
Kangaroos are coming.
Charlie,
Kevin.
I just need a moment of your time, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Looks like we're taken prisoner.
I
In
can see that.
perpetuity.
I can see that. I can see that, Charlie. But like, why are we in California? And what's the point of us coming here?
Oh, right. I ain't told y'all shit.
No, I've just kind of been going along with the ride because, well, you saved me, and I appreciate that and all that. And I've come accustomed to the people that we've had come through, but I still don't know what your motives and what you're supposed to be doing.
I'm just kind of a follower.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tracks.
Well,
There's only
if we
one
could get to my
set
stuff,
Okay, sorry.
if we could get to my stuff, I have a notebook full of everything that you need. But I'm trying
always-
to find the cure, basically.
Robert Smith?
No, I think somebody else said that too. No,
Literally every time. Every single time.
It's
No,
the first
there-
time that I've heard of this, so sorry for me.
there's all these different places, and each one of them has like this piece of a cure, which is really fucking weird to me, but apparently it's true because we've already found pieces of it. So
And you said it's in your notebook.
it is, yeah. I wrote it all down. Well, it's technically it's Portia's notebook that I then did
I don't know
take.
who that is, but
Oh, yo,
You
you
used
don't
to have
even
a
know who
Porsche?
Portia is. Man, everybody's dead.
well, it's kind of the times we live in. But I mean, I'm very willing to read your good book if you're really willing to read mine. I also have a book that they took from me that, you know what, it's just full of great life lessons, and you know, they're also, you know, working towards a cure called Rapture. We'll get into it once we get out of here. I'll show you. It's
Show
gonna
me.
be great.
Hey, Florence, show me how you do that thing. Do that trick.
I stare at you blankly.
I have. Okay, we'll play jacks.
Subtle. It's like an art performance.
Hey, do the thing.
It's a performance on tricks themselves.
All right, so I take things out of my pocket, and then you put the things that you down in your pocket on the ground.
Florence starts gesticulating wildly at you.
We're playing jackies.
At Earl,
Jackies.
starts to gesticulate wildly at Earl in American Sign Language.
Oh, I can read that. Perception with a 17 plus 3,
Yeah, you see it.
20?
Yeah, you see it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just
Empty your pocket.
signing away. I'm pointing and I'm signing away.
What are you signing? Because Kevin can translate.
Oh boy, it's a little disgusting. But what he's saying is he doesn't have pockets, and right now his that's a weird word. Ape pocket is too full to access, and you'll have to give him at least 20 minutes.
I said put him on the floor.
Or hold on, I'm telling you what he's saying. Listen to me, Earl.
We're trying to gamble.
Do you have any kind of weird again softening drink for him to kind of get things moving through his ape
He wants a
pocket?
chew.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, you two have been interacting for 4-ish years.
I have a secret stash.
Okay.
Turn around. Everybody tell him to turn around.
I'll sign over to Florence.
He can understand me. Turn around.
I'm going to sign over to Florence to, one moment, please. Turn your back to the old man.
Okay, so Florence sort of looks a little confused, and then just very slowly turns around, and then kind of looks at you furtively, and then bends over, and just holds onto their knees, and just sort of looks at you like.
Double thumbs up. Double thumbs up.
thumbs
And I'll give him the thank you. Thank you. Double thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
Double thumbs
This
up.
has never happened to me before.
Earl stealths with a 5 to find the secret hiding place of soft chocolate flavored stool softeners. They come in like a silver wrapper
Where do you hide them?
in a little hole in the middle of the cell.
Okay.
So that, yeah.
You literally walk over. It's an old tent.
Shake it.
It's a tent pole hole that you just sort of like move a cover off of completely. So
No one
loud,
look.
everybody's watching you.
Oh, there's still a bunch there.
Everyone's like, everybody knows where he keeps his
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
Tums or whatever.
Yeah, Tums a softening agent too.
And so yeah, they're in there.
It's prune chews.
Sure. Prune candy.
Yeah, I get one out.
Sure, you do.
Walk over to Florence.
No one
yum.
wants that.
Yum, yum.
No one in this cell wants your prune candy.
No, but Florence does. Yum, 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 yum.
Give him one.
Florence reaches out
Gently.
and
Gently.
takes it,
Okay.
and then swiftly uses it as a
Oh, yes,
suppository,
There he goes.
and then looks at Kevin. 2 thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Two
Two thumbs up. But mine are more like.
That's one thumb is darker than the other.
What the
And
fuck?
then Florence
He's a
Florence
monkey.
makes eye contact with Kevin. His face gets a little red,
Like
just-
that one meme.
and
of the
then
kid
and
in
then
the sweatshirt.
gesticulates quite a bit in sign language to you.
Oh boy. Okay. He's asking if you have more to put
No,
up there.
he's had enough.
You only
He's
get.
had
Hold
enough.
on. He said one's not gonna do it. He needs about 2 more.
Has he eaten any metal wire recently? Ask him.
metal wire?
For the escape. We don't-
Okay. I'll sign over. Have you eaten any coat hangers recently?
Florence holds up one finger, and then empties just, I guess, the contents of their ape pocket
Okay.
onto
River.
Earl's shoes, just right onto Earl's feet, and over all of the stuff that Earl had placed on the ground in front of Florence. Florence just all over everything and on your shoes, and it's quite the pile.
Oh, there's that piece of rebarb you were asking about.
So there's that little
Charlie
piece
moves
of
back.
prune candy just sticking out
Ooh,
above
still
the
good.
top.
I'm gonna put it back.
Oh, actually, Florence bends down, picks it up, puts it back in the wrapper,
Oh.
and then just hands it back to you.
Oh, thank you. He's so polite. And his fur
Thumbs
is so
up.
soft.
2 thumbs up.
I stroke
2
his-
thumbs up.
Stroke his hair. It's so soft.
I slap the hand away
No.
and I gesticulate. I sign to Kevin.
Oh boy. So the TLDR is here's the things you've been feeding me for weeks for the escape. The key is in there. Also, there's a little piece of wire that you asked for.
Yes.
Some yarn for God knows what, and a few shiny rocks that he just thought looked nice and tasty,
do,
kind of
yes.
like marbles. I hope you're pleased. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to dig through that now.
Hey, you knew what you were getting into when you started feeding him.
Well,
Fucking,
luckily-
he's a manape, not a fucking billy goat. He
A
can't-
man ape.
Manape.
Yeah, my name.
Apeman.
Troy Mateman.
Troy
His
Apeman.
name is Florence.
Troy Apeman.
So as you start to move your fingers around through Florence's feces, That's where we're going to take a break. And we're back.
And
All
then,
right.
after I find everything, they're just gonna piss it clean. Everybody,
Jesus Christ.
well, that's when it's stickies all over it.
Everybody is on the opposite side of the
Oh, look,
cell.
I have to go.
And they're all like arms up on the bars looking out like, this is every night. Every night he feeds Florence some random things. Florence shits him out into the cell. He pisses on him. And this is every
I
day.
wish he would eat more corn.
Every day for the rest of eternity.
Florence, have some corn.
I mean, they give us extra water. He doesn't have to piss on it.
I know, but it's what he does.
It's fucking gross.
It's disgusting.
You know, Earl, seeing that, it's kind of strange that you would, put me in the stinky club. Like, I'm not going to say that, like, I'm glad that you're in the stinky club too, because your failure is not my success, bro. But, I feel like maybe we could teach each other a lot about being stinky instead of being mean to each other.
You just have to take a shower. They give us a little shower time every week.
Oh, I look around for the shower nozzle. Is there a shower?
It's like a hose,
oh,
like on a hook.
But
why
then
didn't anybody tell me about this?
Well, the hose just leads up to the top of the cage where Florence is standing over a bucket.
You just have to ring the bell to say you need a bath.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
why Florence is here. Florence
He's
Florence
the human bather.
And he's
Yeah.
carrying a big Bubba mug of drink all
Yeah,
the time.
always.
He's got to be at the ready.
always.
This is
never
Red
know.
Bull.
It's a big old Bubba keg.
The monkeys really know humans love hot showers. So
Lemon.
I hate it.
you fish out all your items from the poop pile.
Do we have the key or something to get out of this cage?
There's no key in the pile of poo.
Pretty sure he translated that there was.
There's a key.
rebar.
There's a key, but it's not the right
Oh.
key.
God damn
It's
it.
just a key to something.
I did shit out the multi-tool.
And there was.
Oh!
Yeah, because the multi-tool, I put that in my ape pocket.
Kevin says you can do anything with this. It cost me so much.
Can-
Weeks worth of corn.
Can I, Earl? Let me see that. And I take it out of Earl's hand, and I give it a good.
The leather really doesn't. It's not getting rid of that shit as easy.
Oh,
as you think.
he shoved it in there with the
the
leather
whole
pouch.
thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna toss the leather pouch away. Does it say KS on it?
Once you clear the poop that got into the bag
Yeah.
off, yes.
Okay.
You wipe away, and there is a KS.
I'm gonna use the knife part of it to try to pick the lock on the cage.
Okay, sleight of hand.
But
Hold it up like Luke Skywalker from that recent film from 1981.
what?
And we'll all look at you dramatically.
Okay. I'm gonna pick the lock on the cage.
Earl's in
Poster
a
poke.
separate
He won't-
world.
yeah.
Critical,
It's been so long
critical
since I
20.
saw a film.
You pick the lock, you hear it click.
River,
Everybody places.
Charlie.
yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I guess.
we can get out of here.
Punch that monkey.
No, don't punish him.
Punch that.
Don't punch him either. He's done his job.
Yeah, Florence hops down, seeing that the door is open, and motions to you guys kind of furtively, and then signs something quick to Kevin,
could he mean?
and scampers off, halfway all fours, halfway two legs, in a very unpleasant way, because it's not like all fours on the front. It's two-legged for a couple of steps, and then crab walk, and then pops down to crab
Oh,
walk,
no.
and then does that again,
Yeah,
and
like
that sort of
little
alternates.
It's kind of like a person if they're using all fours to go upstairs.
It
Just
kind
kinda
of.
all over the place.
all over the place.
He
yeah.
said, "Come with me if you want to live," which is weird because I think that's a movie quote.
Well,
But like,
we're gonna have to get to the chopper soon because I used to fly them in Nam.
oh, all right.
Okay.
When did you fly them in Nam?
More in a simulation. I went to the mall and they had a VR headset. And I got my piloting license.
And they had
Mall in Nam?
You played Airwolf.
MS Flight Simulator 99.
Oh my goodness.
95?
On the Oculus.
I'm gonna stealth out of here and follow Florence
Sure, roll me a
Fish-
stealth.
Fishburns.
That's not great.
Stealth
Everybody
is an
behind him.
8.
Anybody proficient could assist him.
So, Well, it's not really assisting because you're all stealthing out. So
Yeah.
like,
True. Earl got a 16.
okay,
River has an 11.
okay, Charlie.
Charlie got a 15.
Okay. So you guys get about 5-ish feet out of the cage, and all of a sudden, like a spotlight goes, and you just hear screaming of
Those
monkeys.
Fucking howlers. Oh, no, that my character wouldn't say that. Those gosh darn howlers!
Yeah.
Cheese it!
And you see lots of lights come on and the cocking of guns.
Florence, you're supposed to drug the monkeys
Can we all...
on the roof.
I'm gonna...
I guess we're stuck.
You could scatter.
I think I'm gonna scatter.
Okay.
I'm
Have
running.
Guns.
Okay.
Guns, you tit. I'm going back to the cage.
You get shot.
Me?
No, well,
Yes,
Kevin.
twice.
Kevin gets shot twice.
Oh.
Let's see here.
There's no houses or buildings or anything.
Not right next to the cage.
Okay.
Like when the spotlight went on and then you decided to go further, they just opened fire.
What if I went left next to the cage?
Well, that's what I was hoping. Like, cheese it. Go to the left or the right.
Yeah.
Not straight
Well, he
into
said there weren't
gunfire.
any.
Well, I mean,
he said
they're-
there wasn't
they're
anything
aimed on
right
you.
next to the cage, so I was checking left next to the cage.
Hate you so much. You take 18 damage, Kevin,
Ooh, yay,
as you were shot in.
The buttocks.
No, you take one shot to your right arm, like right in the bicep. That hurts a lot. And then you also get shot in your left thigh. That also hurts. So you're not going to move quite as quick as before.
I'll just get on all fours and just use my left arm and my right leg.
Get back to the cage, you fool.
River and Charlie, are you also trying to make a break for it, or
Well, there's
Absolutely.
right?
no? They saw all of you.
Okay, they saw all of
Yes.
us. It's something we didn't really.
Even Florence? Or did Florence book it
Our
before
plan
they...
was-
Florence, you
very
booked
good.
it. You said you scurried off into the
Into the darkness,
before they
Yeah.
left the
Yeah.
cage. So
See ya. Classic
R-
Florence.
Rivers was absolutely going to try and follow Florence. Like
okay.
Crouched over. Same.
he does not like being a doormat.
Also shot twice.
Okay.
Not as bad damage though. So you're only going to take 11 damage as you get as you get shot in the cheek
Ooh,
and once in the stomach, but not directly in the stomach. A little off to the side a
Through
little
and
bit.
through.
still a painful
Yes,
place to be shot
still
twice.
Painful.
In the mouth and in the tummy.
It's that's 2/3 of my digestive tract.
Charlie, are you running or going back in the cage?
Charlie's gonna put her hands up and sort of take a tentative step forward.
They fire shots at the ground in front of you.
Y'all stop.
Earl, what did you do? Did you
Earl
go back?
walks back, and then
Get back
once he gets back into the structure that I assume the cage is in,
Yeah.
he's gonna try to hide somewhere in
Well,
the
no.
structure.
The cage is out in the open. It
Oh.
has it's got a cover on the top, so you don't get wet or.
Is there a
you know.
nearby bush or
Sunburn.
structure or anything?
No, they cleared everything around it for this purpose.
Convenient.
Because people keep trying to escape.
I go back in the goddamn cage.
Okay, you go back in. All right. Kevin, are you just going to continue to try and scramble away?
Is there somewhere I could duck behind, or
You can
they
try
have
and-
snipers everywhere?
You can try and stealth again.
I'm gonna go back into the cage.
Okay.
After being shot twice.
Okay.
Let me see what my stealth would have been. I'm happy with my decision.
So you all go back into the cage then, right? A monka comes over and closes the cage door. This time wraps a chain around the door as well and puts a new lock on it.
You better have pocketed that.
And it's just "Rah, rah." But not doing sign language, just making noises.
In animal handling.
You
to-
don't understand
Okay.
monka.
I do, and
Yes.
wow, it was really rude.
Yeah.
He does. And
Holy
he
shit.
can
If he
sign
was
it.
there to talk to you, yes.
Oh, no, that was a slur, just so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But he went to the woods.
Yeah.
And then the monka, the howler monka, just disappears into the shadows.
Well, that.
Charlie's
Chris-
gonna bang on the bars. You could bring us some first aid.
So when he got shot in the cheek, where'd that bullet go? In
somewhere.
his mouth?
No, like he had his mouth open to run, and it went hunk.
His mouth breathing.
Yeah, like
Clean.
Went through his
Didn't
left
even
cheek.
see
so. Every
the
time he
tooth, boy.
breathes, it flaps like.
Now he doesn't need to open his mouth to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, he just puts it in there.
I assumed he used his trach hole.
That was his first character.
Yeah.
All
Florence,
right,
you
so-
watched all of this.
I
by the
did,
way.
yeah. So, all right, so
That was a test run, and he'll form a plan
okay, so
for the
now,
second phase.
now that I know what's going on here, and I was like, so Florence realizes that Plan A, shitting all of their items onto the floor and hoping for the best, may have been poorly actualized. I think. So what Florence is going to do? So there's.
Montage.
Yeah, could you do a little brief montage, and I'll try and I have a couple of things I'd like to try.
Over the next few days.
I was gonna say
Or is it
same night.
multiple days? Okay. First off, I'm going to try and cut the power. Like when I know where the power source
Yeah,
would be.
you would know where the power.
Yeah, 'cause I
There's
know
a
the machines.
generator.
He's,
Yeah.
he's creating a plan over the next
You know.
week or so.
No, we're going to do it. I'm
Next night.
Screw
Do it all night. All right.
Same night.
Everything
Same night.
Same night.
All right. Before so.
As everything
My arms
happens.
Yeah, they definitely won't
No,
increase
just
guards
talking
or
out. You're gonna
anything
cut
like
the
that.
power. Well, it's just to me, to imaginary me, because I'm in a cage and you're in the
Okay,
woods.
okay. So when Florence thinks aloud to themselves, they think in the voice of
Oh,
Earl. So that's
his only friend,
yeah.
despite the boogies.
Yeah, despite the boogies. So okay, so Earl, I'm thinking of cutting the power,
Yeah,
right?
That's smart.
I'm
No
thinking
more
of
spotlights.
yeah,
All
no
right.
more spotlights. I'm gonna gank that howler monkey.
And is this one or is there multiples?
Multiples.
You should probably walk up there and just.
You know, there's multiple guards watching the cage.
Okay,
at
are
night.
there? Oh, do I know where the guards' barracks are?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do they like baked goods?
that's what I'm thinking. That's
Who
what I'm
doesn't
thinking.
like
So,
baked
who
goods?
doesn't? So,
Does Florence know how to bake?
It's human half Dennis.
He knows how to bake things internally, but that's
I
different.
mean, you know,
It says bake at 450. He does it at
what about?
225.
I know. I'm proficient in medicine. Would that kind of or that? No, that's more of a survival check, isn't it?
yeah, that'd be survival.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. It's a 14.
Yeah, you have a rough idea how to bake.
Okay.
Your,
Mommy
your
used to make
dad,
him cookies.
or wait, which staff is which? So, like, is your mom human or monkey?
Yeah, well, it's really personal.
That's very personal. Did I ask you what half your mom is?
Demon.
Yeah, why are you asking that question? Do you want to know,
Southern
like, for
facility.
ethnic
Yeah.
purposes?
Yeah,
what, what is this?
So well, here's what's happening. Dennis came to Monkville, Monke Town, and he's like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm from Monke Town." He's like, "No,
Dr. Seuss
originally."
rhyme?
Where are you from originally?
I was gonna say, maybe you made cookies in the kitchen with your mom or something like that from
was a McPoyle.
mom kid
I did.
activity
Yes. Yeah, we did. We did. I baked cookies with my mother.
while your dad busted heads.
Yes.
Until he got shot at the zoo.
He tried to save a baby.
They were at the Detroit Zoo.
the Detroit Zoo.
And they were just shot.
Yeah, my father was the human. Someone just shot him at the fucking zoo.
And his
So-
mom was Harambe.
Yes.
Oh no.
So yeah, no, I know how to bake cookies. So I'm gonna bake. Okay, so maybe this may not happen tonight. Gonna bake some cookies.
So you
Okay.
make the cookies first, then cut the power.
Then with
Wait, hold on, but
Because you need power.
what's in the cookies?
Hmm.
Yoshi died.
CBD oil?
Your dog is dead. Visine. I'm gonna fill them with Visine
Visine, okay.
I think it's the wrong word.
to give all of them just horrible diarrhea.
Is that what?
Visine,
Yeah,
a
it does.
good shortening
Well,
agent.
Do you
Yeah.
not remember Wedding Crashers?
No,
Yeah, that's a whole deal. And it was also on like an episode of CSI because I watched a lot of CSI.
Visine. That is in the ancient texts.
Yeah, it's in the so I know.
A Visine and a chew.
Yeah, Visine and a chew. I saved a
Laxative
chew.
Yeah.
So I baked those into the cookies,
Chocolate chunks.
and so I'm going to show up at the barracks
Well, so that'll be the next
day.
night.
Okay. So
Or are you doing during the day or the nighttime the next day?
Well, I'm probably going to do it during the daytime, so they need to rest. And of course, I'm going to test one of the cookies to make sure they taste good, but I
Well-
will have forgotten that it has the Visine in it. So that's going to take up a good 4 hours of
Well,
my afternoon.
while you're baking, You notice that. So wait, do you live in a house or do you live in like a
It's like a box.
A shotgun shack.
shotgun shack outside
Yeah,
town?
I live in a shotgun shack.
Okay,
At least that's what I imagine.
sure. So
Another part of the town.
you notice that a gorilla and a mandrill. You recognize these as two of the elders or leaders of the town. The gorilla is also known to be, intimidating, sort of
Is
thing.
this my beautiful wife?
No.
Oh.
But they show up and they're pretty much questioning, how did,
Why do thing?
open
Tar.
Yeah. Why do open? Why do give human cage stuff?
I didn't do that.
Deception.
You dare. Always slinking back to shadow.
A 15?
Okay.
Oh.
Words seem true.
Yeah, they're very true.
Must be
I didn't
Steve
do that thing.
Buscemi. We go punch Steve Buscemi now.
And I go up to both of them and I say, hey, you know what? Accidents happen. I appreciate that. You profiled me because, I'm half-breed, and that's been noted.
You've been caught helping human before.
I you know what?
Human sympathizer.
Every time somebody sympathizes with a human, you're at my house.
You half
You're at
human.
my house, but the last week when I called the police, where were you? You didn't come. You don't come to my area code.
What do you call police
Because
for?
Earl was flinging boogies at him again.
That's not a police matter.
Look.
Just
Bygones be
stop talking
bygones.
to Earl.
Okay, I will. You know
Say
what?
no to Boogie.
You know what? I have been trying to say no for years to Boogie, and the old bastard just keeps giving them to me. I just put them in a jar.
Avoid old bastard.
I've been trying, but guys, have you looked at his
That was
eyes?
so good.
No.
Oh, you should.
Never make eye contact with dirty human,
They're like deep pools.
except for floor mat human. Much funny, look him in eye while stepping and pooping on him.
See Earl's charm. See
Earl's charm.
Florence,
Find Earl's charm.
Yeah, find Earl's
Florence doesn't say no to boogies. He says no, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. You know what, gentlemen? Thank you so much for visiting my house. Here, to show that there's no hard feelings, would you each like a cookie?
The gorilla says yes. The mandrill says no.
And I just put it in the mandrill's pocket for later. I just for later, and I put it in his ape pocket. I just put it in his ape pocket, but it's like it's a common.
He's a little vest with a pocket.
No, I put it in his ape pocket.
Okay.
It's customary.
Yep, that's what you do. That's how you give cookies to one another. It's like you play hard to get. It's polite to refuse, and then it's known you put the cookie in the other one's pocket.
He seems not happy, but also okay with the outcome that just went down.
Well, yeah, it's like a no thank you helping. They just put
Sure,
it in
yeah.
your ape pocket.
And he just and trundles off.
Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, package up my cookies beautifully,
Sure.
as beautifully as I can, and I'm gonna walk over to the barracks
Make sure you have fuel in the helicopter.
with my cookies.
So while you're doing that, Charlie,
Damn dirty ape.
Your normal day, tilling the fields and whatnot, but roll me a perception check.
All right. That's a 17.
You hear what sound. Now, you don't speak Monke, but it's a loud cry. You could tell it's definitely a distressed orangutan coming from the house that you're assigned to. That's what that sounds like. Yep. Screaming orangutan right there.
Am I like chained to this plow? Or
You just got like a leather strap that you're using to like hold it in place. You're not like if you run off. I mean, you've been told if you try and run off that you'll get shot because there's people watching or Monke's watching. But if you run back towards the house, no one's
Big
going to
monkey
care.
always watching.
Big Monke always watching.
yeah, I'm gonna take off my harness and go over and check that out.
Okay, you're just gonna look in the window. Or are you gonna like go in the door? Like, what's your plan here?
I'm gonna go in the door. I'm not trying to sneak on him.
I don't know. So you burst in the door, and you notice that the male of the house, is an older orangutan, It looks like he's been pinned down by a large bookcase, and it's like crushing him. And you could tell, like just by looking at him, that he's in dire straits, and he could probably die at any moment.
We've got these colored TV. We've got to move these.
Charlie's gonna look at
Bookshelf.
the orangutan and look at the bookcase and look at the orangutan and say, fuck.
And then
And go
puts
pick up
her
the bookcase.
foot on the bookcase.
Absolutely not.
Stop,
He's gonna pick up the bookcase.
Then skin the orangutan and become the orangutan. But no, then people think you're in distress all the time. All right, so you're gonna help.
Rescuing him?
You're rescuing.
Yeah.
Roll me a strength check to pick up this very heavy bookcase.
Oh, okay.
Don't roll a 2,
Yeah,
Jenna.
Sure, absolutely. Hold
20.
on.
You rip your arm
It's
off.
19 on the die, so what, like 29?
Sure. So for you, it's effortless because you're just so jacked, and you just pick up this bookcase that based on your amount of effort, you're gonna guess this thing probably weighed like close to 500 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But for you, it's like,
Oh.
yeah. And the orangutan just looks at you with confusion and also gratitude, and
Possibly love.
it like puts its paw like on your face and just gently strokes down, making that fucking noise. But
Charles
maintaining
just
eye
gonna look at
contact
him
with
and
you.
be like, yeah, all right then, and then turn around and walk back out to the plow.
Okay.
Debt of gratitude.
You walk out to the plow and you keep doing your thing. And, as you're doing your plow stuff, you notice that when you turn around, the orangutan is still standing in the doorway and just looking out at you with, like, just confusion of... Looks like he's having some sort of existential crisis
What does this erection mean?
while holding his injured shoulder.
The whole time Charles is gonna be like, fuck off. What the hell is wrong with you? Stop being creepy.
I'm trying to slave over here.
Trying to sleep.
Yeah, I'm trying to have an honest day's work. Fuck. You always
Kevin,
gotta be looking at girls when they're fucking working.
Yeah. Hey.
Kevin, what's your day been like?
Oh, because I don't.
Okay.
Because you didn't give me a job.
I did. I said you're just communicator
I
between...
communicate.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Translating the
Work
Monkey
harder.
Bible?
Yeah, so no. So you know what I'll say? Let's see here.
And then Kiku said on to Bobo. I will turn one
Okay.
banana into 6 and feed village.
You are asked to come back to the cage with a couple of the other Monke elders to talk to Earl.
Okay.
And so they
Yes.
communicate to you to ask Earl, Earl, we know full well that you're behind the escape attempt from last night because you're behind every escape attempt in this place.
Okay, so Earl, they don't trust you,
Right. Ooh.
and
Tell him I'll.
And if you don't stop, we're going to take your prune candy supply that
they
we've given
said
you.
if you don't shape up, you will be shipped out and executed.
Ooh. Offer them some prunes.
They want your candy stash.
Yeah. No, it's.
What's more important, man?
Well, I need. Tell them I. I'll give it up for a gallon of.
They-
we need fuel.
I
also say that if he doesn't quit it, they're going to tear out his cornfield that they've left
They're
alone
making
as a
whiskey.
sign of respect.
For Corn Hub?
Hey, hold on.
They'll
Yes.
take the town to Corn Hub server?
So I'll read that. And, all right. So they say either hand over the candy or knock it off, or they're going to take down your Corn Hub servers.
Oh, well, here's all the candy. Jesus. The Corn Hub is powering my Bitcoin mining.
They look confused as they didn't ask for your prune candy, but they're like,
They would
"Oh,
because apes only buy GameStop, and I'm into Bitcoin.
Okay.
I'll sign that over to the apes.
Okay.
Keep your damn dirty paws
They
off
sniff
my
it.
Bitcoin.
It smells like poop, and they're like,
But I'll also explain, like, hey, this is a sign of Earl bending the knee as he is giving over his prized possession of the prune candy, and he understands that he's done wrong and values his corn hub more than anything else.
If we catch another escape attempt, we will make him watch as we burn down his cornfield.
So I'm gonna sign over. I'll read that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna. Yeah. You better stop, or all those corn husks will be burned to the ground. And
Aren't you a good monkey helper?
I'm just doing my job, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What's more? You're judging me right
Yes.
now? I'm trying to
I don't
save.
do shit for these assholes.
All right. You know what? What's more important?
Revolution.
Well, I understand that, but do you want your corn hub to stick around, or do you want to ostracize me about doing my fucking job? Nope. Kevin.
Nations. Yep. Got you on edge.
Three
Here, have a
six-
chew.
316.
Have a
316. 316.
Austin.
Hey, I'm sorry. That was really rude of me, and I lost sight of on who I am.
Why don't you go hide in a cupboard?
I don't hide anymore. This is who I am. You can either ship up, or they're going to rip your corn out.
It's like that, is it?
Yes, they're going to take it and put it right into a cornhole and burn it
It's gonna pop.
for all to see.
They'll be scared
They're
of the
going
sound.
to open that hole right up
And set fire.
and set fire
deep.
to it. Is that what you want?
Well, if they're
You
want to
watch your cornhole just be burned?
could be a glorious distraction, but no. We can always rebuild Corn Hub. Corn Hub exists inside of all of us.
Corn Hub will rise again.
I'm not here to spit. Nope.
I prefer it oiled and buttery. About to pop.
Really? I'm more about like spit roasting, but that's fine.
You ever had stuffed corn?
I haven't. Tell me about it.
Shut up. You monkey Nazi.
Way to no and me. No, and you're a Nazi.
Shut Clip it.
Jeez. Okay. Well.
Ooh, Brute.
Okay. I'm not gonna sign that over to him.
Okay.
We are supposed to work together to get out of here. I want to leave as well.
I'm placing my trust in Florence.
Okay.
And
Well-
the monkeys are there looking at you like waiting to hear back what this entire conversation is about because you guys have been just prattling on for like
Tell them
5 minutes
need
now.
to hear. Tell them what they need to hear.
So then I'll sign over. I'm not happy with my living conditions, but I value my cornhole more than anything else.
Tell them
I
I'll
will
never
be-
give it up.
I will be
Down.
complacent from now on because the last thing I want to do is give up my cornhole to you damn dirty apes.
Okay.
Do they hit him?
They think about it. They look like they think about it for a long time.
Hey, Dennis Hilo?
You trying to provoke them?
Yes. Give me a high-low, Dennis.
Oh, you want me to
Yeah.
guess high or low? Low.
All right. Yeah, you're correct.
Okay. All right.
Real high stakes.
So you don't. Yeah, you don't lose your temper, Dad.
Sure.
Yep.
So the monkeys take you back out of the cage, but you are confronted by some baboons, some very agitated baboons.
Blue-ass baboons.
And the monkey that had been leading around says, "Okay, go with them. They seem like they need your services more than anybody else right now."
You,
Me?
Yes, Kevin.
me. They're
I'm going with him?
No, Earl, you stay in the cage where you belong.
Ugh.
don't move.
You monster.
You old
I'll
weirdo.
work on my hole digging.
Kevin,
Yeah.
the baboons take you back to their
Sure.
domicile, where you can see River is still being a floor
Trod
mat.
upon.
Do I step on River?
Well,
it's
so
custom.
they don't cross the threshold. Instead, the baboons are explaining to you that they feel River is not being welcoming enough to their guests. Like, he is not really giving them, like, a welcoming experience when being stepped or pooed upon when going into the domicile. And then when people leave, they don't feel like they want to come back. Like, they want their doormat to be such that, you know, they want to come back like the next day because it was so good.
All right.
TLDR, face down, ass up.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the way they like to.
Walk along. Walk through a threshold.
Hey, River.
Yeah.
Oh,
Smells
well,
so bad.
so, first off,
He's also naked.
baboon. What's the baboon's name that I'm talking to?
Baboonska.
Orko.
Orko. Hey, Orko. You repaired the hole in his cheek, right?
I mean, put tape on.
I mean,
Cover hole.
happy Matt, happy life. Is what they always say.
He was not good, Matt, before getting shot
Okay.
in cheek.
Okay. Well, let me give me a moment. Let me talk to your doormat, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
And I'm gonna crouch down next to
They
River.
stand there, like sort of like one of those things, like they're waiting for their dog trainer to
Yeah.
like teach the dog
Yeah.
to do a thing.
I'm like that Cats from Hell trainer. Trying to fix the
Mats
cats.
from Hell?
Mats from Hell.
That's from hell.
I'm gonna kneel down on one knee, so that my New Balances are right next to the head of River, and I'm gonna whisper in River's ear, hey, I know this is not. Hey, I just need you to smile more.
What? I can't. My
Show those. Hey, I know you're having a rough
Don't
day.
show your teeth.
They
to the
Don't
monkey.
please don't show your teeth because it's a sign of disrespect and aggression. But just smile more.
I cannot physically. I got shot in the cheek and put tape over it.
Hey man, everyone's got something going on, but through Christ we find a way.
I hate you so much.
You're going to be executed if you aren't more welcoming. So you can either take an actual bath with soap and water.
They
And
don't
just-
give me soap.
Literally,
They
in our
make me
cage,
shower in the
Hey.
bucket with the monkey pee.
we have a stack of soap that you see every day and you refuse
What?
to use it.
No one told me
Because-
soap.
Well,
It's because it smells like meat.
it's there, but
meat
you're,
sentence.
you're upset because it's processed with
You
chemicals.
lie.
To be
Kevin!
fair, all of the soap is also provided by Florence, and Florence has to transport the soap in their ape hole.
But
So-
That's why it's so.
That's
inflamed.
right.
But soap can't get dirty. It's soap.
Not true.
That's true. You
Not
just
true.
wash it off. How would
I
you
worked
clean
in
soap
a
with more
spa
soap?
for 2 weeks. That's not
That's
true.
impossible. River, use some of the soap. I don't care that you're anti-chemical. You're going to be killed. Hey,
You're not gonna help me?
I'm trying to help you. You're not helping you.
I'm gonna take it with me.
You're gonna take what? You're gonna take my women?
I'm gonna take you with me.
I don't have any women for you to take, River.
He
We're,
wants you to tell them.
we're both go hell.
You told Bobo to go to hell.
So I'm gonna look over to the baboons, and I'm gonna say, "They're silent bitch." If you kill me, I'm gonna take you with me.
And they're just like, what? We didn't say we were going to kill him.
I'll see Bobo in hell.
What'd you say, Bobo?
I'll see Bobo in hell.
Who's Bobo?
Exactly. Some monkey.
They say, no, we just want him to make eye contact with our guests as they trample him, have as much of a smile as he can,
Okay.
and then maybe give him a little butt wiggle when they step on him.
All right. I'm gonna talk to River again.
Maybe a soft moan when they poop on him so that they feel welcome, like he enjoys it.
Hey, River, You stink. And they want you to shower by daily.
You been him with me tonight. And when you fall asleep,
They're going
when
to
you fall asleep, I'll be there.
I can't understand you.
I'll
Sign
be
it over
there.
to me. Sign it over to me, River.
I'll be there. When you sleep, I'll be there.
Literally 5 minutes with some fucking ocean spray.
I can't. Hold on.
Irish Spring.
Irish Spring.
No, oh no, I like the idea of doing it with
cranberry
Rivers slightly raises his hand to slap Kevin, and then he puts it back down.
The baboon's like, oh,
Smile, shower, moan when you get shit on. That's all they want.
eye contact.
And
I try my-
direct eye contact.
Monkey hate eye contact.
I also don't like the monkey god, but I can't do anything about this.
The monkey version of First Contact was weird. I'll give it to you.
I wiggle my butt.
And they're like, okay, progress, okay. And at that point, we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers. His Lord of Magistry, Big Jim, the Nuck, Big John, Lord Chronic, Skinner, God King Shanda Panda. Praise her.
Please, sir.
B-Mail, Zuchari, Gamers Galaxy, Disgruntled Furniture, Bread2287, and Sapper Supreme. You want to support the show? You can do so in many ways. You can do so over on a one-time donation over on paypal.com/botchpodcast. You can go over to our store and see all the beautiful merch that we got. Or you can go over to dickblood.me and support us where you can on Patreon. Can't do it financially. Oh, you know what? I actually have a new patron. You can head over to dickblood.me and support us where you can on Patreon, like our newest patron, Throw Away. Let me take it again. Like our newest patron, Throwaway. Thank you for your patronage. If you want to support us but you can't do it financially, that's no problem at all. There's many ways that you can do so. You can leave us a 5-star review on your listening app, if it could be Spotify, or you can leave us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Like our newest 5-star, insert your picture here.
Okay.
Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro music. More of them over at Gozer_music on all social media or tiny.cc/Gozer. I know they got a new single out and it fucking slaps. Thank you to Emily Swan for her album art. You can find her all over the internet at a swan named Emily. Thank you to John Schwartz for coming in here and playing our
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Monk-Shemy.
Enthusiastic, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Where can people find you on the internet?
You can't.
Great. And as always,
As you go over to cornhub.com to see if it redirects to botch.patreon, it doesn't, because it's for sale for $445,000.
wow.
So if you want that domain name,
Scream Botched, and we'll hear you. We'll see you next week, nerds. Everybody here in chat, stick around. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with a second episode.
here's to you, no one. You're our lone survivor. Give us money. You fucking cheap-ass bits.
6:36.
All right, so,
Mute.
bye.
I'm gonna go piss.